Don't believe that age is a timer that runs out. I actually believe that the older you get, the richer you get, the more profound you get, the more wise you get. From like a redwood tree, a redwood just gets more magnificent.
Sheila Kelley.
Sheila Kelley.
Sheila Kelley is back.
Sheila Kelley is an American actress, and today Sheila has founded an organization called S Factor, where she introduces thousands of women to the beauty and transformational act of movement and dance.
Why is it called the S Factor?
It's called the S Factor after the shape of a woman's body. The curves of the S kind of mimic the shape of a woman's body as opposed to like a man who's more like of an H.
We're an H. Oh,
Well,
thanks a lot.
If you have been watching Netflix, you would know that there is a remarkable documentary on Netflix right now. It has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's called Strip Down, Rise Up. And it's a beautiful, touching documentary about how women of all body shapes, of all ages, are embracing pole dancing as a way to discover themselves. This documentary is touching a nerve with women.
So this is my laboratory where I've spent years guiding women toward awakening their feminine body movement, which awakens their feminine nature, which awakens what I call their erotic creature.
I want to make sure that when I say erotic, it doesn't mean, oh, sex in the bedroom. It's not just that. Erotic, if you look at Carl Jung, erotic is of the feminine. It's the unknown. It's the impersonal, intimate relationship you have with your body. And your body, by definition, whether you're identified on the masculine, feminine spectrum, you are an erotic creature. We're put on this planet to procreate. We're put on this planet to find pleasure in our body. So I believe that that's a topic I truly do love and I'm passionate about, is helping free people to really experience the enormous amount of pleasure that is able to be found through the body, through movement on your own, not necessarily in relationship. The first step is killing fear. I have been teaching this 20 years, and every single time I teach a new group of women, there's so much fear in the room. And I think that fear is, I often tell women now, I use the analogy of being on a heroic journey, or, the quest for the grail, and the grail is your body. And you have to slay the dragons and the demons to get to freedom of a place of accessing all of yourself, because bullshit rules are what's killing the body. It kills the spirit. It hushes the spirit. It quiets the spirit. It quiets the body. It quiets our expression, and it quiets our access to pleasure and sensuality and emotion.
You're going to be doing a more immersive workshop at the Mind Valley Summit. Give us a preview of what you're going to be covering at the Mind Valley Summit.
I want to cover what I call the 5 layers of a soulfully sexy life. So layer number 1 is healthy flatline that I talked about earlier. Layer number 2 is presentational sensuality, presentational sexuality. The next layer is animated. How do we animate? So it goes from the outside in, right? We live in a world that really values presentational, what you look like. And then you could be a mannequin all dressed up and like showing off all your wares, but you don't know how to move it. That's animated. Is how do we animate it? And then the beauty about S Factor, the deeper journey in S Factor that we talked about in the film, the deeper journey is like a bridge between presentational and animated, which is the external voice of your body, and emotional into soulful. And that is the emotional layer of who you are as an erotic creature into a soulful layer of who you are as an erotic creature. And so we're going to touch on that. And there's a lot of rich, yummy information underneath each of those layers. But I would love to, I can talk about it now, or I could save it for the 20th.
Do people need to have a poll?
No poll.
Okay.
You don't need a poll.
Any objects you need, like a chair, your husband's leg, a wall?
6-inch heels? No, you don't need the heels. You don't need anything. You just need your body, you need your presence, you need your breath, and maybe and I want to move you guys a little bit. So a little place to move, and clothes you can move in that feel sexy and sensual. And if sexy is too much for you, go to sensual, feel sensual. You know, I want you to I want to meet you where you are. I want to meet you where you are. So I don't want you to push out of your comfort zone just yet. I want you to go to the edge.